turn 4 infinite mill in mono black faster than a Cavalcade of Calamity deck. I mean, peak magic right here. Have you ever wanted to build an infinite mill combo using mono black cards only? Well, look no further, ladies and gentlemen, for the mono black infinite mill combo. Welcome to the channel. This is MTG Jank decks. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and like the video down below if you enjoy the video. If not, well, it's up to you. But let's get straight into the deck tech. So today's combo is revolving around 3 specific cards. You have Putrid Goblin, 2 mana 2/2 with Persist. You have a new card from the Brothers War, Thran Vigil, 2 mana enchantment, which states, whenever one or more artifacts and or creatures leave your graveyard during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. So this means you can sacrifice the Goblin. It's going to come back because of Persist. It's going to get a +1/+1 counter on it. So then you can always just sack it whenever it dies. It's going to come back. It's going to lose its -1 counter. And you can infinitely reoccur the Goblin. So the way we're going to take advantage of this, of course, is with Altar of Dementia. So Altar of Dementia reads, sacrifice a creature, target player mills cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. So we can sacrifice the Goblin, it's going to come back, we can sacrifice it again, and just repeat the process until we mill our opponent out. Normally though, people give it maybe like 3 or 5 cycles of it, and then they concede because they know what's happening. And the way that we are going to achieve this is with a bunch of tutor spells and draw spells. So we run 3 Eyetwitch and 3 Shambling Ghast so that we can sacrifice them to the 4 Deadly Disputes, or 4 Diabolic Intent. Diabolic Intent, absolutely fantastic card. I just had 4 from opening packs, that's why there's 4 in here, and not Mastermind's Acquisitions or some of the others. We do also run 2 Grim Tutors in here as well. We have quite a bit of removal focus because we do need to live long enough to get the combo off. Though it's not an expensive combo, and with the amount of tutors in the deck, you do get it off pretty quickly. But we run 3 Go for the Throat. Can't really see it down here. We have 1 Meathook Massacre, and we run 3 Baleful Mastery. We have 3 Woe Striders in the deck because there are a couple of combos. So this is the main combo, but if you have Woe Strider, the Goblin, and the Vigil, then you can infinitely sack and scry until you eventually hit the Altar of Dementia that you need. And then 3 Blood on the Snow. Though honestly, at 6 mana, we've normally won the game by the time you get to maybe 6 lands. So you could possibly swap and change it out for some of the cards. I did try this deck with like Shoulder It or Phyrexia Obliterate or Invoke Despair, but they all just seem to not really contribute anything to the deck because we're focused on the combo. Then lands, you can always just have it as swamps if you want, if you don't have the cards. But we run 3 Castle Locthwain, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 16 Snow-Covered Swamps, and 1 Abandoned Mire. And that is the deck list. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video. I've been having big moves in my personal life, moving across the world, literally. But hopefully get back to a more regular scheduled upload of... I'm aiming for 2 videos a week, possibly 3, but just make sure you keep a lookout for them. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into these games. For an opening hand, this is pretty solid. I'm going to keep it. We have 1 of the 3 combo pieces. We have the Shambling Ghast into the Diabolic Intent. And now let's just see what this guy is cooking and what we can get going up against Cosmic Falcon. So yeah, I've recently moved to a new city. I've moved from England to Australia, which is a pretty big change. Ooh, there is the Putrid Goblin. So that is why I haven't been uploading as much. But I'm back, settled in now. Setup's all here, even though you can't see the setup. So hopefully we can actually get back to making some really good, solid content. So I think actually what we're going to do is we are going to Diabolic Intent the Shambling Ghast because we have 2 of the combo pieces. And I think just going to search for the Thran Vigil is what is going to get us this game. I was tempted to Deadly Dispute, but look at this. This is all the combo pieces in hand. They're looking a bit more expensive now because of his Paladin class, but it's all good. But yeah, since I've been here, it's been a blast. Been a big change. Though I have finally had the opportunity to go to my local game store. Let's drop the Thran Vigil down. To go to my local game store and actually experience playing Commander and playing pre-releases and draft in person, because in any of the other places that I've lived previously, there hasn't actually been a good enough store or a store close by that I can go do this. So I've had a lot of fun going and actually playing the decks that I've been building and brewing, and it is a lot of fun. Though I will say, when I was there, like I love this game. I've been playing it for many years, but I don't have the finances to dump into some like the classically OP cards that just make decks better. And I was playing in this commander pod. I did end up winning the game. Like, don't hate me, I was playing an Una infinite mana, infinite mill combo because that's just the deck I brought that day, and I was still sort of building any other pieces. Anyway, playing against this guy. Oh, I'm just going to go on this rambling story while waiting for this dude to do something. Playing against this guy, and he was playing a 5-color Omnath, like, land recursion infinite combo, whatever. Awesome deck. But as he was playing, and as he was getting milled, and cards were going in his graveyard, and the lands he was playing, I realized that this dude had... Oh, it enters tapped, unfortunately. Do we... I think we drop the Goblin now, because if the Goblin dies, at least it comes back with Thran Vigil. If he removes it on our turn, I have made the mistake before of blocking with it, and then not realizing that it actually states on your turn. But next turn, if he does nothing, we've won the game. See if I can get through the story quick enough. And yeah, basically this guy had completely styled out his deck with all the OG lands, like the bad lands and the fetch lands and tundras, and like I was and he had like original Force of Wills and everything, and I was like looking, and I had to actually ask him, I was like, dude, can I have a look at your deck? Because these are cards I've only ever seen in like in cases or online. And he was like super nonchalant. He's like, yeah, no worries, man. And cycling through his deck, and it just blew my mind how awesome this guy's deck was. But anyway, enough of rambling about some dude and his crazy mana base. We've actually got the combo sorted. This is my first game recording for today. I built this deck yesterday, had a couple of test games, and it worked pretty well. It's a janky infinite combo, but I wouldn't even say it's too janky, because the amount of times I actually get this off perfectly is ridiculous. Maybe it's the fact that there's so many tutors and everything so cheap, but here it is, infinite mill. If the opponent has a very thick deck, or they're very stubborn, they will sit through as you do the whole thing, which is not a problem for me. It's more content. We can see this guy has a very spicy mana ramping deck with Ugin and Ulamog, but it is nothing against a tiny goblin, an altar, and a Thran Vigil. So now we just keep the clicking, keep it going through, and eventually mill this guy out. The only card that scares me with this combo is Gaia's Blessing, because whenever that gets milled, you shuffle your library back in, and in that case, well, I mean, GG, there's no way we can get around that, but most of the time, decks do not run it, and we can just get this combo cycling through. And I do find sometimes a lot of people concede, but some people will sit through for quite some time, just because it's a combo they've never seen before, and as soon as you realize what it is, you're like, okay, this is super broken. But see how long this guy is actually going to allow us just to do this for. He's gone through half of his deck already. Yeah, you can see, you sacrifice the altar, you target them, you sack the goblin, goblin comes back with persist, you put a 1/1 counter on it, so if it dies, persist can happen again, and there we go. And honestly, there are a lot of decks which have come to my mind with this combo, and I'm sure you're going to see them on the channel, so I do hope you get comfortable with seeing the Putrid Goblin and Thran Vigil in a couple of videos. Because I was thinking, one, you can do, if you replace Altar of Dementia with Ashnod's Altar, you can create infinite mana, because you sack and it adds 2 colorless. With the infinite mana, I don't know, you drop it into like a Torment of Hailfire for 1,000,000 or something if your opponents don't concede. And I was also thinking, if you drop in some red, you could do this with Terror of the Peaks, which I think would be a very cool way, because every time you sacrifice it and it's going to come back, you're going to be able to deal 2 damage with Terror of the Peaks. So that would be, so you can do, in this case, there's infinite mill with this combo, you can do infinite mana, or you can do infinite damage, and I think that's pretty awesome, to be honest. I only crafted 2 Altar of Dementia for this deck, because it is mythic, and Phyrexia All Will Be One is dropping soon, so I want to make sure I have enough mythics to craft some crazy decks, because there are some ridiculous cards coming out with it. But I do think, so it goes 4 goblins, 3 vigils, and 2 altars of dementia. So we have a good chance to draw, you know, 1 or 2 of the combo pieces, and then that is what the rest of the tutors are for in this deck. And I mean, I love it that this guy is just taking the time to allow me to talk, to allow me to hopefully entertain you, and mill this guy out. How many cards left? 6 after this one, so just a couple more. Give it a little sacrifice. Putrid Goblin coming back, and there's the Khan, there's another Ugin. 5 cards left in his library. And I mean, I think this merits a subscribe. I don't know what you think. If you do, you know, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I do hope you find these videos entertaining and weird, because I'm trying to build some of the jank stuff that, like, oh, that's a cool combo, but I don't want to waste my wild cards on. that's the whole channel, I guess. So now, that's the last card out of his library. All we need to do is pass turn, and then we take the game. GG. Let's go on to the next one. That was a great first game. Our opponent's going first. Interesting hand to keep, but I don't think I can actually keep it, because unless we hit a creature, I have to mulligan that, unfortunately. Though mulliganing into 2 of the combo pieces, Altar of Dementia and the Putrid Goblin, is there. Very nice indeed. We might just have to sacrifice it to the Deadly Dispute, even without the Thran Vigil in play, but that is okay. You know, if it needs to happen, we do have 4 of the goblins in the deck. I mean, there are a couple of other ways you could build this deck that I've been thinking about, but it all still is like the same shell of trying to mill them out. So I thought about putting Bruvac in here, so that the mill is doubled, so then maybe it's, you know, it's slightly quicker than having to do it a million times. But it's whenever it dies, point to graveyard from your hand, conjure a card name. Okay, sure, whatever. So let's drop the goblin down. If he has removal, I mean, at least it comes back, so we can still sacrifice it. But yeah, so I thought with Bruvac, just doubling the mill, or I thought as well of trying to use some of the cards that perpetually increase its power. So then, you know, if its power goes up to 4, you're sacking it to Altar of Dementia for 4, and then you're milling for 4. It's slightly faster anyway. But none of them really seemed to take me with it. Because again, you could just build it in this combo, and in this case, it still does the job. And it's a bit more streamlined, because if you're trying to add more cards in, then you have to remove, and don't quite know what you would remove. I suppose you could remove some removal, maybe a Woe Strider, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're here for the Altar of Dementia mill, and hopefully we can actually get it going. If we draw... You're gonna give it flying, bro? Okay, very nice, very nice. That's an issue. We'll have to go for the throat that. Yeah, let's just see if we... That's actually a serious problem. That's actually really awesome. Putting, making it flying and a demon. So, let's just go sack the goat. Can we swamp? I don't think I actually need the swamp here. Maybe I should have, there's an argument to be made. I should have deadly disputed the goat instead of just sacrificing it. But what can we actually get going here? I think we need to deadly dispute our Woe Strider. It might be a little bit of a mistake on my part. Maybe I shouldn't with the goat. So now, go back up to 3 mana in hand. 1 mana has to be spent to get rid of the Rotting Regisaur. That just cannot be allowed to stay on the battlefield. And then, yeah, I think I'm actually going to use the treasure, get the Shambling Ghast, in case we draw through to a Diabolic Intent or another Deadly Dispute. Could work out well. 7 life. And, yeah, so the setup I'm at now, because if you've been watching quite a few of my videos and you got a keen eye, you may notice that my setup and my background or whatever has changed quite a lot after every couple of videos, but I'm settled down a bit more now. Nice. Settled down a bit more now, in a bit more of a permanent location, so get used to this beautiful white backdrop. It will not be a beautiful white backdrop forever. Hello, my friend. I am looking... If this dude drops... Oh, we just lost. I'm chatting too much. We've just absolutely lost. That's okay, because he's going to Demonic Embrace, but I'm enjoying the chat. So yes, what I'm planning on doing is this beautiful white wall behind me. I want to get some decorations for it. If you have anything in particular in mind that you would actually like to see pop up there, please let me know in the comments down below. I was thinking one of those like hanging stained glass arts of like Nicol Bolas or something from War of the Spark, or something else along like nice magic art. Let me know any particular magic art you do enjoy. So for now, let's hit good game and just quickly pass on to the next one and get this combo off again. Might be a little bit of a slow hand, but I'm gonna keep it because we're going first, which is one of the main things really. And we do have double tutor in hand, so let's just see what we can go. Hello, Melancholy Rage. I'm a big fan of that username. That's a good one, that's a solid one. Up against goblins, which is never too fun when you're trying to pull off some janky infinite mill combo, though hopefully he's not crazy super aggro. Just have to see. He's got 2 mana available. Conspicuous Snoop? No. Oh, you're a Cavalcade Calamity Goblin deck. Okay. Been put on a much spicier clock now, but we win next turn because this combo does not cost a lot of mana to do. Pick up the Goblin. We've got the altar down already. Next turn, we can drop the Goblin, we can drop the Vigil, and we win. Look at that. This combo is so fast, it can even outpace a Cavalcade of Calamity red aggro deck. This is the milling combo for you, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter if we're on 1 life, we are going to win this thing. So there's an extra Thran Vigil just for flavor. Drop it down, make sure we can hit the right card. Drop the Goblin, and boom. Turn 4, combo is absolutely achieved. Turn 4, infinite mill in mono black. Faster than a Cavalcade of Calamity deck. I mean, peak magic right here, ladies and gentlemen. See how many times this mill is actually going to go off before this dude concedes. It's probably pretty salty for the fact that he probably had us dead on board next turn if we didn't play anything. I mean, even if we played a creature, this would be 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he'd have probably got us, to be honest. This was, that's what I'm saying, pretty clutch going first. If we were going second, there is a real possibility that we would have lost this game. But yeah, it doesn't matter what cards you're playing. I think the most powerful thing in Magic is just going first. So this dude's sitting in for a while. His rage will be melancholy facing against this combo. And I mean, when I was testing this deck and playing it, and I saw how often it works, I have to make this video as fast as possible. Because I just have the feeling, you know, not from me playing or anything like that on my channel is super small, but the fact that a combo like this, it's most likely going to get around and people are going to start playing it. But GG, let's try to get another one going. Like I just said, the most powerful thing in Magic is going first, even with a hand that isn't ridiculously strong like this one. I think going first is going to put us into a good position. We've got the Deadly Dispute to draw us through a bit more of our deck. Nice one to see Shambling Ghast. I think we still sacrifice the Eyetwitch. It is at insta speed, so I guess there's no real reason to do it. I mean, the likelihood of him using a removal spell on an Eyetwitch is basically 0. Ooh, you're a Sliver deck. Okay, so we have to be quick, because Slivers tend to be pretty quick. So we have 3 mana, so we can just get the Introduction to Prophecy. There is one of our combo pieces. Very nice to see. So if I now Shambling Ghast, I think this is probably the play. Shambling Ghast into Diabolic Intent. Is it worth minusing? Whenever it's living in yeah, I think so. So we're going to sacrifice this. Ooh, actually, if we create a treasure, then we can drop down Thran Vigil and next turn drop Altar. Or we minus and try to go as fast as possible for mana. I think we have to minus. I think it's probably the smart play. Getting rid of this. Thran Vigil is there. And I reckon the play is probably picking up Altar of Dementia because we only have 2. But the fact that we have Woe Strider and Thran in hand, infinite scrying, it's going to find us the Altar anyway, right? So, see what this guy, Tempered Sliver. Okay, not the fastest Sliver hand, which I am very happy to see. So, drop down you. I think we go for the Woe Strider here. Because if for some reason he has removal, I would rather he removed the Woe Strider rather than the Goblin. But I doubt it, because it's a Sliver deck, and I have my Sliver deck, and Sliver decks don't really do removal too much. Though this is a very odd Sliver deck, very slow. Maybe it's just the hand that he's been given. So now we can drop a land, and we drop our Goblin. And seeing as we're not actually going to be able to draw anything, we may as well Introduction to Prophecy first, just for keeping up with, just for saving time. Saving time really would be passing the turn and Diabolic Intenting for the Phyrexian Arena. But you know, this is fun. This is infinite scrying.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. Bruh.
Yeah, understandably, there it is. The dude's just gonna concede. I understand. I feel bad for him. Infinite scrying works, but damn. Does it take a while if you're only on 2 Altar of Dementia in your deck? Especially because the turn after that, he's gonna have to sit through effectively the same process as we mill him out. But good game. We're going first with a hand I like to see, so definitely not gonna get rid of this one. Against Leto Mars. Let's see, a lot of people, I don't know if it's the way that we're being matched up. Oh no, please don't take my blood on the snow. This is absolutely the card you should take. Don't remove my Diabolic Intent. And you got rid of the Diabolic Intent. Playing against a lot of mono black recently. So, not mono black, just, you know, a lot of removal like this. I mean, let's play the Goblin. I'm pretty sure it's going to get removed. It's probably a wasted Goblin at the moment. But, I mean, if we're going to have to start just plowing through his removal, we are going to have to just start doing that. There. Ooh, interesting. I think we do it. We need to start searching through our library a bit more. I think we sack it. It is going to come back. There is the Altar of Dementia, which is pretty huge. We just need the Thran Vigil now and a fresh Gobbo because this dude is not it. So I think we just take the smacks, to be honest. I think we just take the damage, go to my turn. In case he drops a Phyrexian Obliterator or something like that. So just drop Altar of Dementia down. We are slowly working up, no attacks. We are slowly working up to Blood on the Snow, which actually, for the first time ever, it could be relevant. And look, it might be relevant. So Shouldered comes down, Shouldered's immediately gone. Go for the throat, just so we can at least keep open Blood on the Snow and stop losing so much life. Okay. No blocks. Maybe we should be blocking. I don't know. I do not know. So we have a good amount of mana now. So we're gonna no attacks. We can always Castle Locthwain. We're gonna be losing 4 life to draw a card. Maybe it's worth it. Another Shouldered comes down, and we're gonna full pay for this spell. Don't want to give him any more cards. Pass. And 3, 4, 5. Next turn we can. No blocks again, no blocks again. This thing's putting in the work, but we don't win by dealing damage, and I don't think we could win by dealing damage, honestly. So now, let's drop the Shambling Ghast. Let's draw a card, lose 2 life. Could definitely be worth it. 4, 5, 6. And I think we drop down the Eyetwitch as well. We can always sacrifice these to the altar, gain the triggers for them. Let's see. Yarok's Fenlurker. Whenever it enters the battlefield, each opponent exiles a card from their hand. Wait, could I be Massive Brain? So if I now Altar of Dementia, target this player, sacrifice the Eyetwitch. Yes. Sacrifice the Eyetwitch. Can pick up a card from our... Ooh. Turn target Planeswalker card. Oh, it's not creature. Turn target Planeswalker card with the mana value X or less. So we pick up Introduction to Prophecy. We're going to mill him for 1. Whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. And now the question is... we get rid of this because... Monster Brain. If we Blood on the Snow, we get the Goblin back. And this guy just... He has to be baiting it, right? He has to just know that we're going to Blood on the Snow. So we're going to pass the blockers. Let's block. It doesn't really matter too much how we block. So we block here. It's going to die. It's okay. We're going to make ourselves a treasure. Go to my turn. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Just doing some quick maths. Making sure that we can still Blood on the Snow afterwards. Drop down you, good sir. Destroy. Okay, trying to think. Can we live 5? No, because he can pump this up twice. So it becomes 3, 4, 5, 10. No, if you place down Shouldered, we've lost. So we do actually have to destroy all creatures. Bring back the Putrid Goblin. Now, all we need is to live till next turn, because we can Grim Tutor, and then we go pick up the Thran Vigil, and it's GG's, we've got him. Unless he removes the Goblin now, in which case, it sucks, to be honest. There's a mono black deck, so there's a yeah, he's got it, Damn. Okay, so we sack it. Well, we're going to target him, we're going to sack it, we're going to mill. Maybe I should run a bit more graveyard recursion, I don't quite know. But he's just going to concede, he doesn't care, we don't even get the combo off. But he can tell where it's going. He sees the Altar of Dementia down there. He must know we have a way to do it. GG.
Heartbroken.